The Lost Legacy of Elara. In the heart of an ancient forest, where the whispers of the past still linger, there lay a hidden village untouched by time. The villagers lived in harmony with nature, guided by the wisdom of the elders and the gentle rhythm of the seasons. But one fateful day, a stranger arrived, bringing with him a mystery that would change their lives forever. The sun was just beginning to set, casting a golden hue over the treetops, when a figure appeared at the edge of the village. He was cloaked in a tattered robe, his face partially obscured by a hood. The children, curious and unafraid, gathered around him, but the elders watched with wary eyes. The stranger's presence felt both ominous and intriguing. As he walked through the village, he spoke of distant lands and unheard-of creatures, his voice a soft, melodic chant that captivated his audience. The villagers, who had never ventured beyond their forest home, listened in awe. But it was when he spoke of a hidden treasure, lost in the depths of the forest, that their curiosity turned to excitement. The village elder, a wise and cautious woman named Elara, stepped forward. "Why do you come here, stranger, and what do you seek?" she asked, her voice steady and calm. The stranger lowered his hood, revealing piercing blue eyes that seemed to see into the very souls of those around him. "I seek nothing but to share my knowledge and help you find what is rightfully yours," he replied. "The treasure I speak of is a source of great power, one that could bring prosperity to your village for generations." Elara was skeptical but intrigued. She agreed to let the stranger stay, on the condition that he share more about the treasure and the perils that guarded it. That night, as the villagers gathered around the fire, the stranger began his tale. "Long ago," he said, "a great king ruled these lands. He was wise and just, but feared by many for his immense power. In his final days, he hid his greatest treasure deep within the forest, protected by ancient magic and fearsome creatures. It is said that only those with pure hearts and noble intentions can find and claim it." The villagers were mesmerized, their imaginations running wild with visions of untold riches. But Elara remained cautious. She knew that the forest held many secrets, and that not all who ventured into its depths returned. The next morning, a group of brave villagers, led by Elara and the stranger, set out on a quest to find the treasure. As they journeyed deeper into the forest, they encountered challenges that tested their courage and resolve. They crossed raging rivers, navigated through dense underbrush, and faced wild beasts that roamed the shadows. Throughout their journey, the stranger's guidance proved invaluable. He seemed to know the forest's every twist and turn, and his knowledge of ancient magic helped them overcome obstacles that would have otherwise been insurmountable. Despite their hardships, the villagers grew closer, their bonds strengthened by their shared quest. After days of searching, they finally reached a hidden glade, bathed in an ethereal light. At the center of the glade stood an ancient tree, its gnarled branches reaching towards the sky. The stranger approached the tree with reverence, his eyes filled with a mix of awe and longing. "This is it," he whispered. "The treasure lies within." With a sense of anticipation and reverence, Elara and the villagers approached the tree. As they touched its bark, a soft glow enveloped them, and the ground beneath their feet began to tremble. The tree's trunk slowly opened, revealing a hidden chamber filled with gold, jewels, and ancient artifacts. But the true treasure was a simple, unadorned scroll, resting on a pedestal at the chamber's center. Elara carefully unrolled the scroll, revealing a message from the long-forgotten king. It spoke of wisdom, compassion, and the importance of living in harmony with nature and each other. The villagers realized that the treasure was not just the material wealth before them, but the values and knowledge that would guide them in the years to come. As they marveled at their discovery, the stranger revealed his true identity. He was a guardian of the forest, entrusted by the ancient king to guide those worthy of the treasure. His mission was to ensure that the treasure's wisdom would be passed on to those who would honor and protect it. With hearts full of gratitude and a newfound sense of purpose, the villagers returned to their home. The stranger, having fulfilled his mission, quietly slipped away, leaving them with the legacy of the king's wisdom and the promise of a brighter future. And so, the village thrived, not just because of the riches they had found, but because they had learned the true meaning of prosperity, living with integrity, unity, and respect for the world around them. The story of their adventure and the wisdom they uncovered became a part of their heritage, passed down through generations. The hidden village, once unknown and untouched by time, became a beacon of hope and enlightenment. Travelers from far and wide came to hear the tale of the lost legacy of Elara and to learn from the wisdom of the ancient king. The villagers, forever changed by their journey, embraced their role as custodians of this knowledge, ensuring that the lessons of the past would continue to guide and inspire future generations.